FABE, welcome to MaiMoments, and today I'm gonna share with you how to create this perfect eyebrow look. And eyebrow is very important to consider to makeup because that's what first thing when people look at you, and it's going to scope out all your face and it's going to define it as professionals. And if you have not checked out my basic 101 foundation, I recommend for you to do so because I share some valuable information that will help you stay on a budget. I know that foundation is very expensive, and so we gotta achieve an amazing look on a low budget. Here we go. Let's zoom you guys in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Snap, you can see my pimple right there. If you have a pimple there, don't try to pop it because we can cover it with concealers. You guys all know that Anastasia Brown's Wiz is a really good eyebrow. I really love this because it's create a very natural stroke because it's really thin. This one is pretty pricey and they have a lot of different color range. The colors that I'm using is medium brown and it's created from Korea. It's pretty expensive, you guys, so because of the brand. I'm going to share with you something cheaper is NYX Professional Makeup, and this also a very fine tips. This costs like $10, but Ulta usually have it on sale for $7. So I would recommend you guys to get this if it's your first time trying it. And if you don't have a budget for it, I got you covered. If you don't have a budget for it, you can use Essence-Microprecise and it works like wonders. And it's much cheaper than NYX too. But for today, I'm going to use NYX to show you how to create a perfect eyebrows. Go ahead and pluck all the hairs that does not belong in that regions where you don't want it to be. And this will create a more defined look whenever you're trying to sculpt and draw in your eyebrow. So we are brushing the way that it should be shaped. And then we're gonna do outline first. So I go in really thin colors. The colors I'm using for NYX is ash browns. For me, I would definitely go a darker colors if I'm doing dramatic makeup, but if I'm over here going a natural look, this is the perfect colors. The essence that I have is actually a darker shade, and so I can mix this two together. So I recommend don't hold it all the way here because you're gonna create a very harsh line, but you want to build it up as you go because it's gonna make more natural stroke. And I would use my pinky, place it on my face as a guide, and I will shape it. So usually I will shape it toward on the bottom first, and I will go right where the hairline is. After I finish outlining my bottom part, I will go toward the top and also outline from there. And I will also start from the tips, going along through my hairline of a natural line that I have. I will connect it toward the bottom. Even if you have empty spot with no hair, you can still draw over it, and then whenever you take pictures or looking at far, nobody can tell they have missing spots. So there's 3 points that I gotta point out. How do I know to draw? So if you place your pen right on top of your nostril, this is where your eyebrow should start. And then if you want to know the high point in the middle of your eyes, put your pen right on your nose, and this should be your high point. And then the low point where you should end, placing your pen right here, and then put a dot right there. That's where you should end. I'll also draw the outline on this side before you fill it in because we just want to make sure that your eyebrow is twins instead of sisters or even cousins. I am doing gently because I want to make sure that I create a good outline. So here and right here, middle of my eye, I will go back over just to make sure that there's no gap, and then just shade it in. This part, I'm supposed to have hair, but then I don't. But it's okay, you're just going to fill it in like if it was supposed to be there. You look crazy right now, but just trust the process. Just color in, just lightly color in the places that I have empty spot, because that would be more natural. It should be darker at the end versus in the front. So now I'm going to go extra light, that I will try to do a stroke that is angled up. And then right here, I will also try to do gently. Don't go in so much that it look unnatural. Just gently. Gonna use a spooler just to brush out the hard edges, because since it's crayon, it does have some chunk and we're trying to smooth it out. And then this part, I like to brush it up. And you see that there's some little bit gap here. We're gonna fill it in again, because whenever you use a spooler, it's going to take off some of the colors that is uneven, or it just sit on top of your skin instead of going to merge it in. This part's supposed to be lighter and this part to be darker because it's an ombre effect. And what's best about this product is that no matter how much you're going to draw it again, it still looks very natural and sleek. And then you're gonna go over with your spooler over again, just to make sure that you did not miss any places. And then once you achieve your desired look, we just want to move on to this side before we're going to carve it out with the concealer, because we just want to make sure that both sides does match before we carve it out. What I'm using is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to carve my eyebrow with that. The colors that I'm using is light neutral. So I'm using a Morphe Angle Brown. Go ahead and use only the tips and dab your brush on there. Just a little bit. And we're gonna start from the top first. Just do a little stroke and work your way toward the bottom. Stay as closer to the eyebrows as possible, but not over to where you actually take it off. Second, I'm going to start on the top end first and gradually work my way toward the top. And it's just lightly stroke. Next part that I want to do, because I don't want this to dry yet and have a chunk here, so what I will do to the angle brush is brushing the excess down. Go and push the excess eyebrow out like this. Or I don't want to have harsh edge or any kind of extra products that's on my skin. I will go right with a damp beauty blender. It's a smaller one, and all these colors that you see is lighter. Don't worry, that's why I told you to go do your eyebrow first and then your eyes and then your foundation, because this lighter shade will be covered by your foundations, so it is okay. I have not tried the pomade yet, so I don't know how I feel about it. But for the pencils, Consider to Micro pencils help me to achieve a great look, and that's why I stick with it. I have not tried the other one because I have not found it on sales. I just work with what I have, and I got it on a very good budget. I actually got the Anastasia for free, and then other stuff that I bought it on sales. The NYX Professional, you're able to achieve a very professional looking on a budget. But if you over here cannot afford something that is $7, I got you. Essence is a very good product also. It go very smooth, except it does not have a spooler on the end, which is kind of disappointing. But other than that, you were able to achieve a very good looking eyebrow, and the stripe is so smooth and it's buildable. I look crazy right now since I only have the eyebrows and I don't have anything else. I will be right back. After you already finished, we're gonna lock with Lash and Brown. This is from Essence. And what you're going to do is you're going to be gently and applying on top of it. You're not over here dragging or adding any color to it. You just basically lock it into place like a hair gel or hairspray if you call it. And then so your hair won't fly anywhere. It's gonna stay perfect to the place that you have set it. Here's the final look. I hope you guys like it. I hope this tutorial will help you with your daily task of a makeup routine, because this was really easy to achieve. You just have to go back and forth. I know that's pretty annoying, but once you perfect it, you can go even a darker colors and you're not going to be afraid that you're going to do too much. This is more like into a natural looking eyebrows. If you choose a lighter shade, definitely choose the colors that is lighter than your hairs. Mine is actually not jet black, is a brown black, and that's why I picked ash browns. If you're not sure what shade you belong to, definitely go in Sephora or Ulta and break the first part and then use it to make sure that it's safe to be used. Be sure to like and subscribe below. Let me know what you want to see next. Always love yourself, stay motivated. Peace out.